All right, hello everyone. Hi, how are you? Good to see you again. Can you see me? Can you hear me? If there's any issues, please let me know. I will adjust the microphone and camera and some other things. Looks like it's okay now. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, and sorry I'm late today because right before this live stream starts, there was a maintenance guy came here to my apartment because the freezer is not working right now. So I actually asked the guy to come, but he was a bit late. So he actually came right before the live starts. So I had to attend him. And that's why I was a bit late today. But hopefully you're fine also. And having a great weekend today. Okay, and I hope you enjoyed yesterday's my monthly performance video in the month of April. So yeah, so now I just came to desk. So let me get ready while reading also your comments too. Okay, hello Nadim, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Okay, he says, give me the up book, please give it in PDF. What do you mean by up book? I'm not really sure. But thanks so much for joining today. And Cool Wave, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Captain says, do all the simple tasks properly, do the right things. Bonjitete. Yes, you always came up with the quotation or the proverb. That's really nice. Thank you very much. Ichimoku Trader, good to see you. Thanks for joining. To see you as always. Travel with Camera says, hi Kay, could you share what motivates you to teach trading if you're already successful in the market? Yeah, teaching is totally different journey from trading. And I actually talked about this topic in one of the videos. But briefly speaking, I feel a mission for me to teach and share Ichimoku knowledge because I am the only Japanese who does it in YouTube. And through these Ichimoku original books, I have reading and sharing the information. And I feel a mission, so that's why I teach. It's my motivation. In terms of trading also, I have seen lots of missing information in the internet, like in terms of the risk management, psychology management. And that's what I share here on my YouTube. And a Japanese trader myself, I think my viewpoint, my philosophy is a bit different from other Western traders. And I thought I have a lot to share, and that's why. It's quite interesting. The more I share, the more I learn also based on the feedback I get. So it's actually both ways learning. Yeah, let's see. But yeah, thank you very much for the comment and welcome to my live stream. All right, Chris, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Peter, good to see you too. Thank you very much. I'm doing well. Thank you very much. Okay, and Vic, good to see you too. Thank you very much. Hussein, thank you for joining. Hinata, good to see you. And Photo, good to see you too. Thank you for joining. Okay, Hussein says, how can I register for July training? I sent email to you. Okay, let me check email and get back to you. Okay, so yeah, in terms of the class, next group starts in July 2024, and this is a 3-month training program. It's called GTS, Global Training School. So if you're interested, please let me know by email, then I can send you some steps to take to enroll this group. Hello, Victor, good to see you. And Lady Crypto, good to see you. It's been a while. Thank you very much for joining. Denish, good to see you too. What is your prediction for crude oil this week? Yeah, I will cover it today. All right, again, good to see you. Otis, thank you very much for joining from Ghana. Good to see you. All right, Travel, good to see you too. Again, thank you. And Hussein, you're welcome too. Okay, so now I'm ready to start. So let me switch screen to TradingView. And so this is weekend. So I will do the weekly. I usually do the weekly time frame on the weekends because that's when the weekly candlestick close. And plus, since this is the new month of May, I will cover also the monthly chart because the month of April candlestick closed. A new candlestick starts in May, right, in the monthly chart. So usually I do this in one screen, but today I will have two screens on my chart, and on the left I put the monthly chart, and on the right I put a weekly chart like this. So I will analyze markets from Euro USD all the way down to Swiss franc JPY for the first topic today. Then I cover gold, WTI, and US, and also not only US but also the global indices and Bitcoin, and also the news for today's topic. Okay, so let me start first from Euro USD to Euro Swiss franc. Okay, I will cover Euro base pairs first. So again, on the left is the monthly chart, is completely range. So range means I can't really tell which way the market's going in the month of May. The chance is 50-50 here. It may be bullish, it may be bearish, but we never know. And we can tell because it's the Kumo is flat, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen both flat, and Chikou span is touching. So at a glance, it's range. And in this case, I don't really have any plans to trade on this pair. And weekly is also range. Weekly chart shows Kumo flat, Kijun Sen is up, Tenkan Sen is also flat, and Chikou span touching. So both monthly and weekly flat, so most likely this week will be range. I don't think there will be some new trends on Euro USD. So I take this pair as a low priority and I move on to the next one, Euro JPY. Euro JPY has been bullish both on the monthly and also the weekly time frame. The Kumos are bullish, Kijun Sen is also bullish, and Chikou span above the candles. So it's all bullish market. But one thing here is that the Chikou span on the weekly chart is almost touching the candlestick. So that means that when Chikou span touches, what can happen is that the candlesticks will be the support to the Chikou span, and Chikou span goes up this way. Like last time here in July or June or July last year, when Chikou span touched, and it actually continued to touch 2, 3, 4 weeks. Then after that, when Chikou span went above the candlestick, that's also the new trend start. Right, so same thing can happen here. Chikou span is now retracing to the candles and it touching, and this time it may be supported by the candlesticks and goes up. This is called Chikou span bounce technique that we can see here. And plus also, this is deeper analysis, a bit deeper, one step ahead. But between the Chikou span touch, the previous Chikou span touch to this week Chikou span touch, we can actually count how many candlesticks in between. By using this date range tool, I simply put one of the points here and to the Chikou span, or actually next week candlestick here, and that's 21 bars. So 21 is actually can be the cycle from here. So 21 bars after the Chikou span touch previously, and if today or this week when Chikou span touches here, then 21 bars, 21 weeks after the Chikou span may touch the candlesticks again. And it's been a pattern. So this is one way to do time cycles like this way based on the Chikou span bounce. So that's something that I see here on the Euro JPY. So this in terms of the long-term view, it's bullish. Again, monthly is still bullish. So far it's been bearish, but overall it has been supported by the Tenkan Sen. It never went below the Tenkan Sen, right? Ever since 2022 March, it has been above the Tenkan Sen, being supported. So I think this price goes up continuously. And again, weekly touches the weekly Chikou span touches candles and bounce and goes up is my view. So I'm still looking for the buying opportunities on Euro JPY. Okay, next is Euro CAD. This pair is also range basically, just like Euro USD, completely flat on the monthly chart. The price is even within the Kumo, so it's range. And weekly also shows its range, Chikou span touching, Kumo Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen, everything is flat. So no trend. And when I see no trend, then I do not enter trades. So I simply skip this and move on next one, Euro AUD. Oh yeah, so let me mark the ones that are trending on monthly or the weekly time frame basis. Today I put purple whenever I see trending markets. So yeah, next one is Euro AUD. Euro AUD is now within the Kumo on the monthly chart and P wave. This is called P wave, triangle range. And this P wave is about to be broken bearish this month. And when this happens, this one is also another strategy of Ichimoku. It's called Kijun Sen retracement. Kijun Sen being flat on the monthly chart. And once the P wave breaks bullish, most likely the price goes down and heading towards the Kijun Sen on the monthly chart. And since this is monthly chart, the pips is massive actually. In terms of pips from now to the Kijun Sen, it has like 558 pips of room to trade. So I'm still looking for selling opportunities. And weeklies within the Kumo also. So until the weekly Kumo breakout happens, the market may be choppy. So I think it's better to wait for the breakout of 1.6162 level. Then I think we have more smoother and more stable downtrend until it reaches Kijun Sen on the monthly time frame. So again, my view on Euro AUD is now bearish. So next one is Euro Pound. Euro Pound is also completely range. So yeah, again, monthly chart shows range, Kumo flat, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen. They are up, but within the Kumo. So it's range, and Chikou span is very close to the candles. And weekly is also the same thing. So basically, this is range market. But one thing here is the Senko span B on the weekly chart. Senko span B on the weekly chart is now bearish. So that means this is bearish in the long term. So within the months of May or June, the price could break the support level of 0.8493 and goes bearish. If that happens, then Euro Pound is going to be one of the best pairs because the next target is going to be the monthly, based on the monthly support, which is all the way down here. And we have a room of 148, almost 150 pips to trade, which is a big room, quite big room to trade. So in this case, again, the bottom line is let's wait for the breakout of 0.8493 and look for selling opportunities. That will be the scenario for Euro Pound. And in case if the market goes bullish, then do not trade, do not enter trades anymore, because most likely the market continues very choppy. Okay, next is Euro Swiss franc. Euro Swiss franc has been also retracing Kijun Sen in bullish way. So like I mentioned before, the market has been resisted by the descending trend line based on the monthly chart, but after it's broken in March this year, it has been bullish up to the Kijun Sen. So I think still there's a bit room to Kijun Sen. Kijun Sen on the monthly is 0.9884, and now the price is on 0.9728. So we have about, let me just precisely just measure, we have about 152 pips of room to trade up to the monthly Kijun Sen. So in the short term it's bullish, And the weekly chart also is about to break the Kumo. So I think once it breaks Kumo, also resistance levels, then I think price goes up to the 0.9884 area. 0.9884 is down here. So yeah, that would be the potential target here. So yeah, let's see. When I see bullish opportunities, I will enter buy on Euro Swiss franc this week. Okay, so that was an overview of Euro base pairs. So again, thank you very much for joining. Good to see you. All right, yes sir, thank you for joining. Good to see you. And Crystal, VK, Mr. Carrot, good to see you. And also Ocean, thank you for joining from Florida. And Susan, good to see you too. As always, thank you for joining. And Elia also, good to see you. Okay, so let me now move on to pound base pairs from pound USD to pound Swiss franc. So first, pound USD, right? And monthly, weekly, both flat range. At a glance, I think you start to notice that the way I view the markets. Whenever I see the price is between Kumo Kijun Sen, like on the weekly, and Chikou span is touching or close, and the Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat also, Tenkan Sen too, then I see its range. Monthly chart shows Kijun Sen is down, but Kijun Sen down below the candles. And in this case, this Kijun Sen down can be fake, so you cannot trust it. If Kijun Sen above the candlestick and down, that's more trustable, but the market may be resisted by the Kijun Sen and continues bearish, but in this case it's not. So most likely Kijun Sen will be flat soon. Kijun Sen will be flat. So next week, still Kijun Sen down slightly, and 2 weeks after Kijun Sen will be completely flat. Right? Yeah. So anyways, pound USD seems to be flat both time frames, so I simply skip. And the next one is GBP JPY. Okay, GBP JPY. First of all, the weekly time frame is not bullish. Kijun Sen is up, and Kumo is also bullish, and Chikou span above the candle still, so it's bullish. It's up, and the price is coming down last week, but Kijun Sen is up still, so that means the market could be supported by the Kijun Sen on the weekly and goes up continuously. And monthly shows the Tenkan Sen bounce, so it's completely bullish now. So if you only look at weekly or even lower time frames like 1 hour, or even lower time frames, you may think that this is downtrend. But we always have to get the bird's eye view to follow the major, bigger time frame trends. So pound JPY to me is bullish, so I mark purple. And whenever I find buying opportunities, this pair will be the best. Okay, next is pound CAD. So again, pound CAD is range also. But one thing that's really interesting is that it's breaking the Kumo on the weekly and also the Chikou span breakout. So this tells that the market is now bullish momentum. And I think sometime in this year, the market breaks the resistance of 1.7339. And once it breaks, the target is, like I mentioned previously, 1.7627. And we have a room of 285 pips to trade. So I'm still waiting for the breakout to happen. I just don't know when it happens. But it's bullish in terms of weekly analysis, and sorry, in terms of the monthly analysis, it's bullish, and weekly also shows it's bullish too, because the Chikou span is now technically above the candles, and the price has been above the Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen now. So yeah, that means I think sometime within the month of May even, the price breaks the resistance. And this can be one of the best pairs. So I'm still waiting for that to happen on pound CAD. Okay, next is pound AUD. Pound AUD is overall range again. This is, first of all, weekly chart is now coming down within the Kumo, and Kumo itself is flat. So Kijun-sen flat, so you may think that the Kijun-sen retracement may happen, but in this case, still the price is close to the Senko span A here, Senko span B, sorry, here. So it's better to wait for the breakout of the Kumo bearish, or at least the breakout of the support level bearish, which is 1.8611. And when it does, Kijun-sen retracement could be more realistic. But this time, this is range. So the price could go up still again in terms of the monthly perspective. And in terms of the weekly chart is bearish. This week, last week are bearish. It broke the Kijun-sen. So in this case, I think the price coming down to the support, which is again down here, 1.8596. And this one is also called Senko span B retracement. Senko span B means completely flat. So I think the price coming down to the support and also the Senko span B level. Again, 1.8596. And so technically speaking, this Senko span B is started to be bullish on 22nd of July, on the week of the 22nd of July. So until the 22nd of July, I think the market will be bearish. Because this Senko span B is being completely flat till then. So if I see selling opportunities on pound AUD, I will be trading this week. So finally, next one is pound Swiss franc. This market is also very choppy, and it's not really trending that much either. The price on the monthly is within the Kumo Kijun-sen, so it's range basically. And weekly is rather bullish now. So since weekly is bullish, it's better to wait for the breakout of the resistance, which is 1.1504. Yeah, so pound Swiss franc could be possible to buy this week. So let's monitor closely on this one. Okay, so now I will be moving on to USD base pairs. Okay, Perez, good to see you. Thanks for joining. And Gansen says, yeah, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Good to see you. Faiz asks, what do you do when multiple pairs are trending? Then I will select the best pair to trade. Yeah, usually when one of the currencies is strong, let's say JPY becomes strong or weak, these days JPY has been quite weak, right? So when JPY becomes weak, then the other JPY pairs will be trending at the same time. So in that case, I select the best market based on Ichimoku to trade. I don't trade multiple markets, multiple pairs at the same time. Okay, so now let me move on to USD base pairs. So USD JPY, both weekly and monthly are bullish, so I mark purple. Yeah, it's been quite strong bullishness. But I think I already saw that like last week from 160, it went all the way down to 152. It's almost like 800 pips of bearishness. That was really, really massive. And we say that BOJ intervened, and that's why the market went down so much on USD JPY. However, overall it's bullish. Ichimoku says it's bullish, so I still look for some buying opportunities. In the short term, it's bearish, but there is also the resistance level here on 151.98. Sorry, 95. There was a previous resistance, and you can see that last week it was exactly supported by the previous resistance. So from here, it could go up this way continuously. And monthly chart has been above the Tenkan-sen since the June last year. So in terms of monthly, Kumo is up, Kijun-sen up, above the Tenkan-sen, Chikou span up, and same is true on the weekly. So it's overall still bullish. And I think this bullishness continues. Even if BOJ intervenes, I think bullishness continues at the moment. Unless Bank of Japan increase the interest rate or US decrease the interest rate, I think this momentum, this direction will continue. So next is USD CAD. So this market is also completely range on the monthly and the weekly time frames. Yeah, both are range because Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. Kijun Sen down, even down on the weekly chart. So it's rather bearish in the short term. And in this case, you can focus on the weekly Kijun Sen because the price has been up and down through the Kijun Sen. Kijun Sen is a green line on my chart color setting, and whenever you see Kijun Sen is up and down and the market goes through Kijun Sen up and down, this is also a pattern of Ichimoku. So now the price has reached the resistance 3 weeks ago, and now it's coming down. So I think the price goes down to Kijun Sen or Kumo sometime in the month of May, and it may go down continuously. So my view is bearish within the range on this USD CAD pair. So next one is USD Swiss franc. This market is now, it's almost touching the Kijun Sen on the monthly chart. And the price is below the Kijun Sen and it's above the Tenkan Sen. So it's ranging, it's bearish and range. In terms of the weekly chart has been almost breaking the Kumo. But last week was bearish. So I'm still waiting for the breakout of the Kumo and the resistance, which is 0.9226 area. Then I plan to buy on this one. Yeah, 0.9226 is actually the monthly Kijun Sen too. So I think we can wait for that Kijun Sen monthly breakout to buy. Okay, so now let me move on to AUD base pairs. Okay. Alright, Fam says, "Hi Kay, I'm new to your strategy recently. I wanted to ask you if you prefer using Ichimoku more on the daily 4-hour time frame, or if it's all the time for you also with the 1 hour and M30 time frames." Yeah, so I use the time frame in daily and the weekly, and as you can see, monthly chart, and also 1 hour and 30-minute chart. So I use Ichimoku on these time frames, but not in the lower time frames. Yes. Okay, Charles says, basically all USD pairs are ranging. Yeah, except for USD-JPY. So far it's been all ranging now. But this is in a bigger picture. In monthly, in weekly basis, it's all range so far. But it doesn't mean that you cannot trade. Of course, if you see some trend in the lower time frames, you can trade during the week. Okay, Ichimoku Trader says, "Master, did you backtest Keifu patterns in Forex?" Yes, I started. I started to backtest some Keifu patterns. It's been working quite well. So I think I will take that also into my strategy newly. Keifu is the Ichimoku candlestick patterns. Unlike Sakata Goho or some other candlestick patterns, Ichimoku has its own candlestick patterns to capture the market reversal, and that's Keifu. And that's something I will start to introduce in the communities. Okay. Faiz says, "One more question on your last month performance. I saw your trading lot size. How do you determine the lot?" Oh, I calculate the lot size. Every time I open my positions, I calculate the lot size to make it 2% to my stop loss as a risk. That's why depends on the lot size, depends on the stop loss, and depends on the market, I change the lot size to meet 2% max for my drawdowns. Okay, so now let me move on to AUD base pairs. So next one is AUD USD here. And monthly shows its again range, weekly range also. So but we can do furthermore, right? So monthly shows P wave, triangle range, as I draw on the yellow triangle. And now the price is heading towards the resistance of the P wave, which is close to 0.6657 to 67. So I'm still waiting for the price to reach there. And once it reaches there, it touches the descending trend line on the P wave, and I'm seeing if it breaks or not. If it breaks it, I follow bullish trend. If it doesn't, I follow downtrend to the support on this P wave. So this is actually my trading scenario. Now I'm monitoring until either happens. So yeah, that's AUD USD within the P wave. Weekly is basically very choppy, and I don't see any sign in terms of Ichimoku, so I simply skip. And the next one is AUD-JPY. Okay, so AUD-JPY still shows it's bullish on the monthly and the weekly time frames. Sorry, I got so many lines on the weekly because this is all time cycles on the daily time frame. But in terms of, again, on the monthly chart, hold on, let me just cancel these lines. Okay, monthly shows the Kumo is up. And not only that, Kumo is getting thicker and bigger. And this shows that this is bullish in the long term. So again, last week was bearish, but this seems to be temporary. If you also look at the weekly time frame, it didn't break the Tenkan-sen, the blue Tenkan-sen. If I just zoom in like this, then you can clearly see that the price did not close the Tenkan-sen bearish yet. So the price has been supported by the Tenkan-sen very beautifully up until now on the weekly chart. So that tells us it's bullish still. And Kijun-sen is up. Kumo is also up. Chikou span above the candles. So I'm still looking for buying opportunities on AUD-JPY. Okay, next is AUD-CAD. So this market is overall, in terms of trend, its range. However, the market's about to break the weekly Kumo. So weekly Kumo Senko span B is 0.9057, and it's about to break. Because like I showed it to you on the monthly chart, it broke the P wave bullish. And it touched the Kijun-sen on the monthly chart. So I think the price continues bullish and touches the weekly Kumo or the weekly resistance, the next weekly resistance, which is 0.9226. So this is a nice bullish momentum here. Okay, and next one is AUD Swiss franc. This market is now retracing, right? It's bullish in the short term, and the weekly chart shows it in a Kumo, so the market may be choppy in the lower time frames. So watch out on the fake breakout on AUD Swiss franc. However, on the monthly chart, it's retracing Kijun-sen completely flat. So it looks like the price is going up to Kijun-sen, which is, in terms of price level, it's 0.6346. So my view is rather bullish on AUD Swiss franc in the long term. So if I can find some buying opportunities, that would be great. Yeah. Okay, so next one, I move on to CAD-JPY. Okay, CAD-JPY is also bullish in terms of Ichimoku perspective on the weekly and the monthly, because the prices are above the Tenkan-sen on the monthly, above the Kijun-sen on the weekly. Kumos are bullish, Kijun-sens are also bullish, Chikou spans are above the candles. So in terms of the momentum, last week again was bearish also, but looks like it's gonna stop on the previous resistances or the Kijun Sen. So we will see. I'm still waiting for the breakout. I'm still waiting for the bullish momentum from here on CAD JPY. So mark purple. And next is CAD Swiss franc. So CAD Swiss franc is now consolidating, Kijun Sen flat. So seems like the market is now retracing. The price above the Tenkan Sen too, so looks like it's going up. It's bullish in this retracement perspective. So it's better to wait for the Kumo breakout. And once it does, I think the price continues bullish to the monthly Kijun Sen, which is 0.7056. So yeah, let's look for buying opportunities in the month of May. Okay, finally, Swiss franc JPY. This pair is also bullish, both monthly and weekly. Again, in terms of the monthly perspective, the price has been supported by the Tenkan Sen very nicely ever since 2023, or even back in 2021, it has been supported very nicely. And in terms of the weekly chart, it has also been supported by the Kijun Sen. So the price went down also, but it stopped above the Kijun Sen. So from here, I think the price gradually goes bullish. So that's Swiss franc JPY. Okay, that covered the whole watch list on my Forex pairs. So now let me move on to gold and WTI. Okay, so here is, hold on, here is gold, XAUUSD. Okay, let me see some comments again. Freddy says, when are you moving back in Japan? I'm not really sure yet. Not sure yet. Yeah, but when I do, I will let you know. Let everybody know from this YouTube. Or you can check out my social medias. Then you will find some announcements. Okay, TLP, yes. I will be talking about the gold just now. Okay, Amin says hi. Thank you very much for joining. Good to see you. All right, and Ichimoku Trader says, Master, your KTS Academy videos available in YouTube. I mean, after joining KTS, can I see all the lessons? Yes, those videos are not available on YouTube, but they are available in KTS Academy website. I have this online program, online video lesson program on that KTS Academy. In there, you can see all the archive videos. In Discord also, I post lots of videos in Discord too. All the archives in Discord group. Okay, hello Baba, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Great to see you everyone. Okay, so now gold, XAUUSD. So this market is still bullish in the long term, simply because the price above the Tenkan Sen, Chikou span above the candles on both monthly and weekly time frames. However, I start to see downtrend in the lower time frames. If you look at the lower time frames, you see a reverse in the wave on gold. And so the topic is whether the price breaks Tenkan Sen or not. Again, this is bigger picture, long-term view perspective. If the price breaks the Tenkan Sen on the weekly, then it goes down to Kijun Sen retracement. Right? So if you are looking for some opportunity in the long term, I think Tenkan Sen breakout on the weekly will be the same signal and keep holding until it reaches the weekly Kijun Sen. And once it reaches the weekly Kijun Sen, breaks it, then the next is the monthly Tenkan Sen, then monthly Kijun Sen. So if it's going bearish, especially after the Tenkan Sen breakout, I look for selling opportunities on gold. And so far it's bullish, but retracement is quite strong. So this downtrend could be continuous. So I'm more like a sell biased than buy biased in gold at this moment. Okay, next is WTI. WTI got sold so much last week, but overall it's range still. The Kumo is flat, Kijun Sen is flat in the weekly chart, and the daily also shows it's bearish. So weekly touches the Kijun Sen almost. Once it breaks, I think the price comes down all the way. So in the short term, it's bearish on the weekly perspective. In the long term, on the monthly, it's range completely. Okay, now let me move on to US indices. So today, let me cover US indices. Okay, so first, Dow Jones. Dow Jones on the monthly and the weekly time frames. They are both bullish because the price above the Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, Kumo's bullish, Chikou span above the candles on both time frames. So I mark purple on Dow Jones. And what's more, Dow Jones is showing a nice pushback because 3 weeks ago there was a doji, and this doji was broken bullish last week. So from this week onwards, I think the price continues bullish. And I think it reaches to 40,000 again, is my perspective. Okay, so yeah, that's, I think, where the market is heading towards. Okay, so that's Dow Jones. And also Nasdaq. Nasdaq is also bullish, just like Dow Jones. The situation of the 5 lines is the same. And even the Kumo on the weekly is bullish. Senko span Bs are also bullish too, which is showing really that the market is now retracing. It's bullish. So weekly shows bullish, monthly is bullish. So Nasdaq overall is bullish too. And S&P 500 is also bullish. So they basically look identical. Monthly is bullish above the Tenkan Sen. And weekly also shows Kumo is bullish, Kijun Sen is up, and Senko span B angle is up bullish. So yeah, I can see some nice bullish momentum here. Yeah, so Nasdaq and S&P are bullish, but seems like Dow Jones is quite strong. The retracement is quite strong by this doji reverse. Okay, so that was index, and let me now cover Bitcoin. So BTC USD. Okay, so here is the Bitcoin monthly and the weekly time frames, and I can see that it's bullish still. It's bullish because the price above the Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen on the weekly, on the monthly, weekly is above the Kijun Sen, and so far this week there was a long wick pointing down. So it's showing that there's a strong support here on 56,477. So yeah, it's so far bullish. I don't really see any sign of downtrend. So I think this bullish trend continues. Yeah, so that's BTC USD. Okay, so finally, let me cover news website. Okay, so regarding the news, we have to really check news every day. Yeah, some people, never check news, right? Because fundamentals are not really to trade every day. It's more for the bigger picture, like more bigger view. But yeah, this fundamental analysis is really important, especially news website. We have to check every day before you enter trades, because if there's a big news ahead soon, then you may have this big retracement. So yeah, let me cover news quickly. On Monday 6 tomorrow, we have here SMB chairman Jordan's speech in Switzerland. So that's one. Hold on, let me just do this. Let me shift it to click on this week and click apply so that we can see all the news for this week. So Yeah, tomorrow we have news in Switzerland. It's SMB's chairman speech. And Tuesday the 7th, we have rate decision in Australia. Most likely that remains the same, I think, but let's see. And retail sales and euro. Wednesday the 8th, we have no big news. And Thursday the 9th, we have rate decision also in UK. And Friday the 10th, we have a GDP in UK. And also net change in employment, unemployment rate in Canada. This can impact the market, so watch out on this one on Friday. And Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index. Usually this one doesn't impact, but just in case, let's keep an eye on this one. So we don't have lots of big news, but be careful. Whenever there's a big news ahead, then do not enter trades, is my advice. Okay, so that covered the topics I want to cover today. So let me now check some comments. Okay, all right. Nifty chart. Okay, Nifty. All right, let me check Nifty, which is index in India. Okay, so here's a Nifty chart, and Nifty is bullish still. It's bullish. So monthly shows it's been supported by the Tenkan-sen, and the price above the Tenkan-sen now, and weekly also been supported by the Tenkan-sen too. So it's bullish. And in terms of the Kumo, they are both bullish Kumo, and it's getting thicker and bigger. So I don't see any sign of the retracement. I think this bullishness continues until it reaches the next run number is 23,000. So 23,000 is the target in this particular market. So let me just mark that so that I remember what I was saying. Okay, so Tenkan-sen on the monthly is 2,827, but I don't think the price retraces. I don't see any sign of the retracement on this one, so I think the price continues bullish. Yeah, so that's Nifty 50 chart. Yeah, it's quite a strong bullish market. Ever since all the way down when I was analyzing the market down here in 2020, and also especially when the market started to be bullish on last May 2023, I kept saying that it's bullish. And here in October last year, it retraced. And I said that the point is whether the price breaks the Kijun-sen or not. And this time, it has been supported by the Kijun-sen and went up again. And ever since I have said this is bullish. So this is the power of a trend follow. Once you start to follow the trend direction one way, then it goes continuously and you can make nice profits if you follow this in the long term. So it's always better to always have this bigger picture and look for opportunities towards the bigger picture direction. Okay, yeah, so that's the whole topics I wanted to cover today. So yeah, thank you very much everyone for joining today. So yeah, but looks like the markets are active still in the month of May so far. And JPYs are retracing. I said that monthly and the weekly are bullish, but we see downtrend. We see downtrend in 4-hour or the lower time frames, right, on the JPY pairs. In that case, I get questions like which way to follow, either higher time frame bullish or lower time frame bearish. My advice is that eventually I want to be buyers of the JPY pairs, so I want to look for buying opportunities. But if it's going bearish in terms of the daily or the 4-hour time frames, then I follow downtrend, because because the market tends to follow the bigger time frame direction, but when it starts to change direction, the change direction starts from the lower time frames. So after 1 minute reverse, 5 minute chart reverse, and 1 hour reverse, and daily chart reverse, eventually weekly and monthly becomes downtrend afterwards. So the new trend starts from the lower time frames. So for me, the lower time frame I can follow is either daily or 4-hour time frames. So when I see downtrend in one of the JPY pairs this week, based on the daily or even 4-hour time frames, I take sell. And we never know. Weekly may be flat and down. Monthly eventually may be flat and down. And we can always, make some profits by following those lower time frames also. Okay, so yeah, that's my view throughout the month so far. Okay, Mamohan, you're welcome. And Gabriel, you're welcome too. And Sunil, you're welcome too. Yes. Okay, Man says analyze the German 40. Okay, let me check that quickly. German 40 is, now it's still bullish. Right, it's still bullish. The price above the Tenkan-sen, Chikou span above the candles, and weekly is also bullish. Weekly Kumo is now getting thicker. Oh, sorry, I forgot to share screen. Okay, so again, the price is above the Tenkan-sen on the monthly chart, Chikou span above the candles, and weekly shows that Kumo is getting thicker, and the market has been supported by the Tenkan-sen, so it's bullish. I think the price continues bullish on this one also. Yeah, so that's my view on Germany 40. Okay, so I think I'll finish the live. So again, thank you very much everyone. If you liked it, please press the like button before you leave, and please subscribe, because the goal of my YouTube channel is to achieve 100k subscribers. So if you can help me, that would be great. So again, thank you very much. And until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Alright, bye for now everyone. Mata ne. Thank you very much.